understanding the reasons about why there is poverty in India, now we have to learn the strategies that government came up with to eradicate this poverty. Children, for any human, it is very important to have human rights. More important is to get rid of poverty because it's a curse on mankind. So what did government do so far? The first one, as you can see here, is Garibi Hatao. So remove poverty. What did government do? Government started giving importance to SSI. The small scale industries, they got more importance because in small scale industries there will be less capital. It won't be capital intensive, it will be labor intensive. More number of people will be required in small business, and that's a great way to boost employment and to reduce poverty. Green revolution. In farming, in agriculture, more attention started to be paid to increase the production, to increase the productivity, to see that the poverty level reduces, the income of farmer increases. The land reforms, what they are? Reform. Matlab, there was one form, now it is reformed. What it is coming right here, so let us not discuss it here. And higher employment opportunities. The more ways to find to people getting engaged, to employ more people by government, maybe developmental activities, maybe infrastructure activities, to reduce inequality. See, the rich should not get richer and poor should not get poorer. There has to be a win-win condition to balance a society wherein rich pay little more tax and poor get benefited with subsidy and the gap between two reduces. So more tax on luxurious items, more subsidy to poor, more benefits to poor, more taxes to rich. Fair price shops to provide food grains. Like we learnt in the reasons of poverty, that because the food grains are so expensive that the major income goes in spending for meals and still they cannot manage meals. So government decided to come up with PDS, that is public distribution system, under which the fair price shops are set up by government. There are more than 3 lakh fair price shops. They are all working towards giving away grains at reasonable price. Reasonable as in 2 rupees per kilo grains, 3 rupees per kilo sugar, 4 rupees per liter kerosene. Very, very bare minimum price. And not only 1 or 2 kg, but each family gets 35 kg grains under PDS every month. So that's a great initiative to remove malnutrition, to cut off the expenses of poor people. So yes, this inequality reduction is a great way to reduce poverty. Next is agricultural reforms. In agriculture, there was a form which is now reformed. What? There are some rules laid. First is Land Ceiling Act. Ceiling as in the upper limit. So you cannot own, even if you are rich, you cannot own huge agricultural land. Why? Because if you own, there will be so many people who will stay landless. And if a landless farmer gets no work, he'll be poor. So there is a limitation set now. In every state it is different. A few places it's 20 hectare per person. Few other states in India has 40 hectare per person. But yes, upper limit is set. Beyond that you cannot own the land. So that everybody gets at least some portion of land. Tenancy Act. Tenancy word comes from tenant, and tenant means the one who lives on rent at a particular land. So if for long number of years, if a family is living as tenant, they get some ownership rights as well under this act, Tenancy Act. Cultivation rights, what you will cultivate, why you want to cultivate that, the zamindari system, all this is abolished. Complete freedom to the farmers is given under these reformatory acts. Self-employment. Now you see, government tries, government does, but government cannot always take the burden of unemployed and poor on them, right? So the best way is to empower people themselves. So it's self-employment opportunity. So what type of employment can be created by self? In agro-based industries, maybe cattle, fishery, dairy, forestry. These are the areas where you will not require so much of talent also, where little help of government will also help a lot. Training and skill development program to boost these areas is given to people, and then people start business on their own. They get financial help also, loans are provided, subsidies are given. The goal is to make them employed so that poverty vanishes. Improvement in structure. Now the entire Indian structure, the economical structure is narrow and rigid, which is not allowing people to come up with their talents. So there are some qualitative changes initiated by government in the field of health, education, family planning, residence. Like you know that government provides residence to poorest of poor people. It's known as Awas Yojana, wherein people get home at a very, very reasonable price. Education, they have RTE, Right to Education 2009, wherein every child from 6 to 14 years is entitled to have free and compulsory education. Family planning, this policy FPP 2000 has raised the age of people to get married. 18 years is the female age to get married and 21 and above is male, which is even proposed further to extend from 21 to 24 for men and 18 to 21. Of course, not yet disclosed, not yet passed, but it is a proposal. This also help in reducing poverty indirectly, because if the marriageable age is raised, then number of children will be lesser, and then having a small family to feed them, to nourish them is way more easier. Anyways, that's not something what economics says, but the structure is constantly undergoing change. Talking about education, very recently new education policies also come, which will now be implemented in upcoming years. You will find a lot of opportunities in education, lot of flexibility, which is really going to help. Along with all this, government tries to give scholarship benefits to the brilliant students so that in future they come up with something better. They will be self-employed, they will employ some other people as well. The idea is that. Promoting girls' education so that in family everybody is earning, poverty will be vanished. And women empowerment by job reservation. There is a fixed job reservation from 30 to 50% in our local self-government bodies, just made to ensure that women also work, they also make money, and poverty vanishes. So children, these are the strategies for poverty eradication. Now there are some schemes, some yojanas set up by government to go into technicals of these, which will be learning in the next class. See you then. Bye bye.